installation. I'm really overwhelmed. I see Jews coming together as brothers and sisters with love and honor and respect. I was sitting with our distinguished supervisor of elections, and I told her something she wasn't aware of. When the few of us, the very few, had the idea of creating this unit, we all invited the director of the Urban League, and we all became members of the Urban League. This is the diversity, the greatness of being a Jew. I've been your chaplain for a number of years, and I deeply appreciate the fact that you elected me your chaplain so many years. I wanted to make some comments because I'm overwhelmed with this unit. I can tell you this, I put 50 years in with B'nai B'rith. This is the finest, the most important unit in all of B'nai B'rith. And you know why? I'll tell you why. Because your lawyers, your judges, and you know what? You don't lobby as lawyers. You don't lobby as judges. You know what you lobby for? Humanity. Humanity. You are all filling power. This is the most magnificent thing I can think of. I want to say this. When we started, we had help. We had our state attorney, very gracious, wonderful guy. I'm Jewish, I'm coming out. We had the great Mark Poland. We had Barry Stone. We had Alan Marks. And we had one woman that doesn't find time to sit and talk to me, Beverly Purcell. And you know why I talk about them? Because when we were forming this thing, it was to be a lodge. And Beverly came up and said, it ain't going to be a lodge. It's going to be a unit. And the women are going to stand with the men, and the men are going to stand with the women. And let me say this to you, that I was the founder, and on that charter of 50 other co-founders, every one of them saw the necessity of creating this unit. And I'll tell you, it's been a wonderful experience because now we take in outsiders, not Jewish people, people who have a commitment to brotherly love, harmony, and benevolence, and have a strong commitment to the Jewish faith. So we thank them. Whether they are Jewish or not Jewish, they come into our unit. That's a wonderful thing. Now, this is the open door policy. There's certain things that happened to me that made me start and get involved with the rest of you in the unit. There's a great lawyer in this county. Some of the old-time judges know his name. His name was Dick Kirsch. And he was a great lawyer, really one of the best lawyers. And when we were forming this unit, Dick said to me that he came from Ocala. He was a veteran. And Dick came to me and he said, you know what? I'm happy that you're forming this. He says, you know my experience. I came out of the Army. I moved down to Fort Lauderdale, and I was about to open the office when 3 lawyers came to see me and said to me, "Dick, this is not the place for you to practice. You belong in Hollywood." And that's a true story. It's a true story. I remember one time I tried a case in the courthouse my first days here, and a lawyer comes over to me and he said, "Berkey, you're a nice fella, but you want to know something?" I says, "Tell me." "You're the first Jewish person I ever met." So this was profound to me. And these are the things that motivated me, along with Poland and Stone and Mike Sachs, to create this particular unit. Now I want to say one other thing. We are against discrimination based upon race, color, creed, national origin, or sex. We are against it. Yet, there are times when we have bad experiences in dealing with ourselves. Many years ago, I ran for a public office. I didn't really want to, but I was urged. I was part of a party that had very few Jews in it. Believe me. And I ran for a certain office. And while I was campaigning, hi Larry, he won, I lost.
Oh, Maurice.
You don't know the story, Larry. I got a call from a very wealthy Jewish man. Very wealthy. He built buildings, he built a mall, and he called me, he asked me to come to see him. Well, I went to see him. And he interviewed me. And he asked me a lot of questions. And he said to me, "Maurice, I like your answers." I said, "I'm overwhelmed." I said, "Then, I hope you could support me." And he said to me, "I can't." So I said, "Then why?" He says, "You're too Jewish." So I shook his hand and I left. And in my mind, I was proud to be too Jewish. Like I'd be proud to be too Christian. Okay? But it dawned on me, maybe it was not said in a positive vein. Well, my beautiful wife sitting here, who has been a tremendous help in my career. Went to a luncheon. Okay? She was representing the art group. And she sat next to a rabbi, a well-known rabbi. And they were eating lunch. And the rabbi said to Michelle, "I know you go to an Orthodox shul, but don't you feel bad that you can't sit next to your husband?" And my wife was shocked. And so she said to the rabbi, "My dear rabbi, I only go to the shul to pray." These are basic, subtle things that we make mistakes in and what we say. And it hurts other people. So we've got to be very careful what we say. I can only tell you this. What a great rabbi said in the Talmud. He said, "Lord's approval is not to be won by performance of religious services, but the exercise of justice and goodwill toward men. And then I can tell you another thing, which is most important. There was a great doctor in the 12th century, and they named a school in Hollywood, the Maurice. He was a great scholar. He wrote the Jewish law, and he said the following. He summarized everything he did. He said the simple words: Judaism is kindness, justice, and righteousness. That's his summary of Judaism. So I thank you for perpetuating the word Jew and being proud of your ancestry, because I am very proud of it. And I thank you for giving me the blessings and the honor of supporting this group. Thank you very much.